today we're going to be making some jelly. As you can see here, we have some make our own jelly, passion fruit and raspberry. When you use the make your own, you can add coil in apple raspberry, golden patch or apple blackcurrant. And the good thing is jelly totally solves the coronavirus, you know? No, I wish it did, but it just doesn't. So, we're going to be making the passion fruit jelly. Now, you first need to open the packet. And it will come in a bag like this. They're like little jelly crystals and they smell super good. Of course, since this one is passion fruit, it smells like passion fruit. So, I'm going to pour this one into here. And be careful when you open it, just make sure all of it's down at the bottom so you don't spill a heap. Once it's open, you can just go ahead and pour it all in. Whoa! Make sure there's like a heap of it left, so make sure you get all of it so that you don't waste any, and you need it. Oh, there's still a bit more in here. I'll put this in the bin. I am back. Now, you need some boiling hot water, which I've already pre-boiled. Be careful, you may need a parent for this because it's actually really quite hot. Now we need to take it off and pour the hot water into here. Make sure you're very careful. Just a little reminder that you need 250 milliliters of water. Don't go over and don't go a little under. Just make sure you have the right amount. Now you need a spoon and you're going to mix it all in until it's all that sort of that mixed in texture. Make sure you don't stir it too fast because it can plop, and since it is hot water, it will hurt you, which is why you need to be safe when cooking. Now that this has all been dissolved, we can pour 200 milliliters of water, cold water, make sure it's quite cold, see, just into here. Here we go. Now that I've got both of these mixtures, I'm going to pour this, the jelly mixture into the cold liquid. I'm just going to put this here and make sure you're careful when pouring. It is still hot water, so it will still be hot even though it's mixed in with cold water, but so you still need to be careful. Put that aside. Now you need to mix it in and make sure it's all mixed together, and make sure you haven't left any more of the jelly crystals. Now that we've got this mixture, we can pour it into all these jelly cups. And I have a question. How many jelly cups do you think this mixture will go into these jelly cups? Have a guess in the comments down below. Now we're going to pour these in. Also be careful again because this mixture is still quite hot. And you just pour it in simply like that. There we go. Might add a little more. That's pretty good. I'm going to put the lid on and make sure it's all tied on, because if we accidentally do something or spill it, it will be really hot. Ooh, it's a little hard to put it on. This doesn't even I'll just do that one later. This is the second one. I reckon it's going to fill up maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 6. No, maybe 5 actually. I think 5. We need to add like the same amount of mixture you've put into the other one as how full your other one should be. Oh, now I'm starting to doubt that we're going to fill 5. I think this one and then the fourth one actually. Here we go. Now we're on to the fourth one. I think the fourth one will be right, and if it is, well then if you guessed 4, you were right. Filling up the last one. Oh, it literally just fills it. Now you can put this aside. Poof, and now you can put these back on. Then after you have to put it into the fridge for around 3 to 4 hours. Shouldn't be any longer than 4 hours, but you can have it in there longer, or overnight. And then you can eat it for breakfast, or just as dessert, or just as a nice snack. Now I'm going to use my powers to make all these lids go on. Poof! Wow, that actually worked. Now all the lids are on here, and we still need to fill up these ones. So we're going to use the make your own jelly, and I think this one's pretty cool, because you can create your own jelly flavor and it can be anything you want. And my choice is apple raspberry. I love apple raspberry. I have it with every drink of cordial. I have just cleaned out these 2 ones so that I can use them again. Like I said in the other one, we're going to open the packet. Make sure you're careful because these can go places. Oh, has a different smell. Sort of just smells like plain beans, I guess. Now that I've just boiled all this water, I can pour it into the measuring cup. Make sure you only fill it to this line, the 250 milliliters line. And again, this is very hot, so you can use your parents for help. Now I'm going to pour it. Make sure you try to get to the exact of the line. And don't go any lower or higher, mainly, but yeah. Now that I've poured it, as you can see, it's actually steaming and it's bubbling, it's quite hot. You'll need a spoon and you then mix it all in. It will be a little stiff at the start because it's all just absorbed into the water, but now that you mix it, you need to make sure that all the crystals dissolve. Make sure that you can't really see any of the crystals in here. These are the crystals. They look a bit like this when they're in water. But you need to make sure that they're all gone. Once you can't see or sort of feel them anymore, you know that the mix is all good. Now that my mix is all good, I'm going to place my spoon just here. Now you'll need this one. So for this one, you need 200 milliliters of water. Well, not just water, you actually need to mix it in between with cold water and the squash and the cordial you're going to use. So you should probably start with adding in the water first, about that much. You can open up your cordial and pour in a bit too, because that way it makes the mixture turn into the jelly you'd like. And keep on adding a layer, it's like layers every time. So water and then cordial and then water and then cordial. I only need a little more cordial before it hits the line. And I'll just turn it around to see if it's hit the line. Yep, perfect. Now that I've got my cordial solution, I can pour the jelly solution into the cordial solution. Make sure you're careful when pouring it, because it is quite hot. Once you've poured it all in, you need to mix it. You need to mix it and make sure you've mixed the hot with the cold to make a not too hot temperature, but not too cold. And I think it's pretty mixed enough because it doesn't take that long to know that you've mixed it into a different temperature. Now that we've got our mixture, we're now going to pour it into the jelly cups. Again, it is sort of hot. And if you want after, I might top it up with a little raspberry squash too, because I'm not sure, because it needs to be strong enough so that you can taste it, otherwise it's just going to taste very plain. And to be honest, it isn't the nicest taste. I'm going to top it up with a bit of raspberry because some of them look a little plain. Just make sure you add enough raspberry in here. Once you've added your thing, you don't have to if you've put enough in and you think it's a strong enough taste, but I don't think it's quite strong enough. So I'm going to grab a spoon and mix it in so that it's all mixed in very well and it isn't just raspberry in one spot. And there you have it. That is how you make jelly by yourself at home. You don't need to go out and buy it when you could. You just have to buy the packs and know how to use the instructions and just watch this video because that's the point of this. And don't forget to wash your hands before and after and sing the happy birthday song twice, and I'll sing happy birthday to myself. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Goodbye!